Hello, kamusta? My name is Rando and welcome back to yet another SD Gundam review. Unfortunately for some of you viewers, this will be my last SD Gundam X Standard review. For now at least. There is the SD X Standard New Gundam and Sazabi Gundam, the Sazabi that is already out in store and yeah, I might probably buy those sooner or later, but before we proceed to that, let us talk about the RX-0N Unicorn Gundam 02 Banshee Norn from the anime mobile suit show Gundam Unicorn. So there's no difference that there is to say about the Gundam Unicorn and the Banshee Norn. Sorry about that. Technically, they're the same style of mobile suit. The only difference is that, well, the horns, the back wings that I fully despise, but we'll get to that later. The obviously different molded shield that this guy comes with, and of course the beam rifle that this guy comes along. So before we actually get to the model kit itself, let us get to the box to make things a bit faster. So as you can see right here, this is your typical SD Gundam X standard box, you know, with the logo of the SD Gundam X standard, the Gunpla, and the name of the mobile suit right there. As you can see, it is from Gundam Unicorn, which is an anime made by Sunrise and Bandai, correct me if I'm wrong. And fun fact about these kinds of logo from Bandai, if you see red, it means it is quite an old model kit. And if you see blue, you know, it's the current year, the current time that it's being made, like, you know, this year, this month, or past 2020, 2019, 2018. I don't really know about that. But anyway, if we go to the other side of the box, as you can see right here, this is the Gundam Banshee Norn. We're going to be calling him Banshee Norn, not to confuse it with the RX-0 Gundam Unicorn. This is the Banshee Norn, snapped together and built as you would see out of the box. And there's, spoiler alert, see those colors right there? Yeah, the wings, the back wings right there, totally inaccurate. And I'll get to that later. So the bottom of the box, the same as the top, you know, with the website for Gundam info, the name of the mobile suit, it's Japanese translation if that's correct, and the number 15 to know which number of set this is in the SD Gundam X standard set. And Bandai, you can see right there, there's some coding there, I don't know what that is. And as you can see here, you get a lot of action poses, and for some reason Bandai was generous enough to show us the shield on the back of the Banshee Norn that can be stored on the back as much as the RX-0-Unicorn. And right here, you get more action poses with him posing with his beam rifle with the I think that's the grenade launcher, but we'll come to that later. It's not yet accessory time. And there's the shield, and of course traditional X standard Gundam transformation / combination for high-grade universal century model kits. So without further ado, let's open the box.
I just broke it.
Ow, god damn it. So this is the box of the SD Gundam Banshee Norn. When you open it, you can be presented with the manual first, as you would get from an SDX standard model kit. This is what it looks like in the front of the manual. And this guy, I believe, comes with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 runners. I think it's the same with the Gundam Unicorn, the white one, that it has 5 runners as well. So you get there the tutorial on how to identify where and how to cut the pieces from the runners. As you can see right here, this is how you build the Banshee Norn step by step. And notice there are some parts there that places on how to put the stickers, so be wary of that. Be alert on how to put them and how to apply them to the model kit. And you can see there's a direction on how to put the polycaps, and then so on and so forth. And as you can see, there's the complete look of the Banshee Norn. So if, oh, hold on. If you're going to the other side, the colored part of the manual, you can combine the horn with the beam rifle and the backpack to form the typical SD Gundam combination. you can see here on the back, it's much as the same as the Unicorn, you know, with the backpack attached to the beam rifle, as well as with the horns, except that, you know, these annoying wings are not in the way. So as you can see right there, lots of action poses you can actually pull off with this guy, but unfortunately, because of the overall look and design of this mobile suit, it is somehow limited, but it's not very limited. So as you can see right here, color palette used for the mobile suit. So moving the manual aside, why did I not throw this away? Excuse me. So we got black, transparent runner, and wow, yeah, unfortunately this model kit is not safe from these sheet of stickers, you know, a lot of color correcting stickers, and I wish, okay, let's not get into that, we're not here with the model kit. And we have here a very, okay, there we go, we got here a very cool looking navy blue kind of runner for majority of the parts of the mobile suit, as well as another, I think, oh yeah, this is the same navy blue color we got here. And notice how these polycap runners, I'm gonna say it here right now, I'm not the biggest fan of polycaps, to be honest. I mean, look at the runner. The runner itself is really soft. You can actually bend this thing with reckless abandon. So you would assume that polycaps are actually good joints for a mobile suit, model kit, as we say. No, I despise it. It's very brittle. It gets loose over time, and I would actually prefer no polycaps on model kits. You know, just a nitpick. You know, I'm not calling for a boycott or anything, but it's just a nitpick of mine. Polycaps are great, just don't be an ape when you handle them. So let's put back the runners back inside of the box. And here I have the same, you have here the same runner as with the RX-0 Unicorn. Hold on, let me get that real quick. So they're pretty much the same kind of runner. You have the same parts wherein you cut the pieces for the mobile suit itself. Unfortunately, these are the only transparent plastic for the mobile suit. You know, it's not really, for me, I don't want to question the engineering for those great people back at Bandai who actually create these runners. You know, they could have made majority of the parts transparent, you know, rather than sticking with this color correcting stickers. I mean, the horns are forgivable, some of, well, majority of it, it's somehow forgivable, but having transparent plastic and then color correcting stickers, no, it's just, it's a nitpick of mine that I actually don't kind of like, you know. So hopefully sooner or later, if Bandai decides to release more SD Gundam model kits without that much color correcting stickers, it will be a very great translation that how Bandai was able to translate the transparent pieces to smaller model kits. So anyway, without further ado, talking about that, let's move the box aside and get to our big boy right now. So here is the SD Banshee Norn, fully snapped together out of the box with no paint, panel lining, or any corrections whatsoever. It's just a... Hold on. Already? It's just gone. The shield piece. God damn it. Hold on. God damn it. Okay, there we go. So as I was saying, this is the Banshee Norn with minimal effort out of the box with no paint, panel lining, or correction whatsoever. It's just a straight build without maximum or minimal effort. So as you can see right here, it is exactly the same as the RX-0 Unicorn, except that it has this very dark navy bluish kind of color, which is kind of color inaccurate as it is to the box, because I don't know if the camera can pick it up very clearly. The box art itself kind of shows that this guy is almost in the hue of the color black. I mean, it's not a deal breaker, but come on, man. It's color inaccuracy. I mean, the RX-0 Unicorn, the Sinanju may have some ton of color correcting stickers, but color correction? Come on. Well, you know, you can just paint this guy on any way you want. You can customize and give it at your personal touch. this model kit actually deserves the same unending love and attention as much of your model kits deserve. So as I was saying, this guy is just basically the RX-0 in a darker color with different builds of the horn, uh, psycho frame color, and much more details when it comes. Well, as barren as it is, the back of this model kit is much different. Well, it's actually the same with the Gundam Unicorn. It's only these wings that differ from the standard white beast of possibility that is the Gundam Unicorn. So talking about articulation, well, I'm not gonna get into that. You know, this guy has the same articulation when it comes to Gundam Unicorn, but this guy's head can only, well, it can spin 360, but it's oh. God damn it. This
Bye, have a great time.
He can spin his head 360 degrees, but the thing is, you cannot do that without actually knocking some of the pieces off. I mean, seriously, this guy's shield and back wings are the only issues that I have with this figure. I mean, you can actually tighten up. As you can see right here, there's this little nub. Wait, let the camera focus on that. There we go. As you can see right there, there's like a nub piece in there that actually attaches to this part right here. So you would expect it to be a tight fit, right? Right? No, it's not. It's not a tight fit. You can actually put a little bit of super glue here, which I did not do. I might actually modify this sooner or later to keep the shield attached together. But yet again, for me, this is kind of a difficult modification. As you can see right here, these do not have any pegs or any tabs. Oh, well, there are tabs, but you can just, hold on, let me just move this little guy from his stand. You just have to tack it on right there. So you have to somehow slide it in. It's a very tight fit at first, but if you have 8 hands and you handle your model kits from time to time, you know, to give them different poses and standing options and display options, these back wings tend to fall off so easily. So I recommend that you guys actually, you know, kind of super glue it, or if super glue is really actually bad for the plastic of this kinds of model kit, use any other kinds of modifiers, you know, like, I don't know, nail polisher probably to tighten up the joints, but don't mistake my word for it. You know, don't take my word for it. Look up on Google what are the best varnishes for these kinds of model kits, because not all adhesives would actually be kind to the plastic of these kinds of model kits. So talking about accessories, this guy.
Bye, have a great time.
Give me your rifle. Give me your rifle. So his first accessory, you get the beam rifle. Now this is actually the same kind of beam rifle as you would get from the RX-0 Unicorn, but this comes in a much darker color, which is almost in the same levels of black, but it's not that glossy, you know, it's not that bright, so I guess it's just plain black. As you would see from the RX-0 Unicorn, this thing is actually kind of navy blue, which differs from this beam rifle. And as you can see right here, there's this little attachment, as you can see right here, which is the grenade. I believe this is the grenade launcher. I forgot what this is called, but yeah, I did see the show. Banshee Norn was able to use this, and this is a very cool weapon. Apparently it can launch a beam bayonet. Well, not technically launch. It can wield a beam bayonet here and actually use it in close combat quarters. And this is actually what you would get from a standard beam rifle for the Gundam Unicorn, except that, yeah, it's not that thick, it's not that thin, so perfect accessory for any SD Gundam. And little notice here, this little section right here, which this grenade launcher clips in, I had to super glue it since it's a loose fit. It gets loose over time. Well, it doesn't get loose over time, but when it clips, it's not as a tight fit as you would expect it to be. Well, at least on my copy. So I would recommend, if this is a loose fit on your model kit, just dab it with a little bit of super glue and, you know, let it dry for a few minutes or a few seconds, and then put the attachment there. So now it's all firm. It doesn't fall off so easily, just like the damn back wings. So for the next accessory, we got the shield, which unfortunately...
Bye, have a great time.
So a very standard looking shield for the Banshee Norn, and this is actually a very cool looking shield, but so removing the excess part of the shield, this is the extra part that attaches onto the shield. Without this thing, it is a basic unicorn shield as you would get from the RX-0 Unicorn. Again, same color correcting stickers, but unfortunately, this shield right here has the psycho frame parts right here, right? Remember the RX-0 Unicorn's shield? It has a red sticker on the back, but this thing? Nothing. There is completely nothing. I mean, come on, Bandai. It's the same unicorn model as much as the RX-0. You couldn't even get it to have some psycho frame stickers in there. So it just looks like a bland shield from the back, and it doesn't even look as cool when you put on this loose excuse for a frigging shield part. Hold on. And just no matter how much you give this thing pressure or a little bit of force to have it attach, it tends to... Oh, very miraculously enough, it stayed unattached. Oh, now it's good. Again, with the extra part, it doesn't look good from the back, and I understand that most of you collectors will not have the shield displayed like this, but come on. The RX-0 was given extra color here. Wait, let me double check just in case. So I'm just really curious. Why did Bandai did not give the RX-0 Unicorn, RX-0 and Unicorn some color correcting stickers for the shield, in which it is almost the same as the RX-0 Unicorn? Now remember when I said what I had to say about the transparent parts for these kinds of model kit? Again, Bandai was able to use clear plastic for the head part, which is mostly for the chin, the face, and these side panels here, and of course for the chest here, as you can see right there. But why would they give this kind of hue for the color of the inner frame when suddenly the rest of the psycho inner frame becomes more brighter than the actual transparent part itself? I'm again, it's just a nitpick of mine. You don't have... I'm not actually calling out you guys for having these kinds of issues for your model kit to be a serious one. It's just a little nitpick of mine. It's just that color accuracy is one thing model kits achieve to strive for, especially if they're from the show. The inner frames are no problem, totally cool. I appreciate the transparent parts, but these stickers that they used for the color correcting inner frames, it could have been better. It could have been much more color accurate as it is to the box and to the model kit itself. It's just, it gets kind of weird the longer you look at it. The stickers kind of look like, I don't know, string cheese. And as for a size comparison, as you can see, this is the Banshee Norn with its brother, the RX-0 Unicorn, and the Sinanju as well. All three together looking completely cool and somehow the same height. I didn't expect them to be actually... I didn't actually expect the Banshee Norn to be much taller. Well, I think it is much taller. I'm not really just paying attention. And anyway, as you can see, here's another Gundam model kit that is the high-grade Moon Gundam. As you can see, SD Gundams are much smaller than high-grade model kits, but much simpler to build, much easier, and it saves time unlike any high-grade model kits. Sooner or later, this guy right here will be on review in this channel. just seeing these three model kits actually brings up a very, very cool nostalgia. Well, we'll not call it nostalgia. Let me call it. It brings me that. What would you call it? I might get copyright. I might get copyrighted for this. I guess you would call it Roger Rabbit effect. From seeing these three, even though they're just SD Gundam model kits, these three all together gives you that Roger Rabbit effect, you know, having the actual anime pop out of you and be like, hey, guess what? We're smaller now and we'll be cool looking in your collection. But as for Banshee Norn, even though he's kind of a mess to handle, he's still a very lovable model kit, and I would highly recommend it for you, Gundam Unicorn fans and other high-grade Universal Century fans, or even the SDX standard fans out there. I would recommend these three model kits, especially the Unicorn and the Banshee Norn, if you want a dual looking mobile suits but in a different aspect. That doesn't make any sense. If somehow my camera is being a little bit off because I'm recording this at night and the light is not giving me favors for actually showcasing the true colors of the Banshee Norn. But however, I forgot to say this, the overall verdict for disposability, almost the same as Gundam Unicorn, 8 out of 10, minus the fact that some of these parts are just way all flimsy and I don't want to touch them whenever I post this guy, but overall, the posability is solid. It's much the same as the Unicorn. There's not that there is to it. You can pull off a lot of action poses here, and I would highly recommend it, to be honest. This is a very fun model kit to build, and it's a very cool looking SD Gundam to have in your collection. Dark, menacing, big, black, long. That is coming out in a different term, but anyway, my name is Rando, and if you guys did enjoy this video, hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, or if you don't subscribe, I swear your kneecaps will reverse or vanish if you don't. Share this video with your friends and let me know what, I'll just pick whatever I want to review for the next video. And unfortunately, for sooner or later, I'll be much busier. Second semester for college is here, but I will do my uttermost best to give you guys more reviews and not make things a little bit too rushed. So again, my name is Rando. Click the notification bell for more videos like these, and huge shout out to guys at Pinoy Gunpla YouTubers. You guys are great inspirations, great content. Check out their channels as well. Look up our page on Facebook or look up some of our videos, and I will be guiding you guys sooner or later if you want some information about our guys who hang out at PGY. So without further ado, let's wrap up the video for tonight, and I will see you guys in the next video. Stay safe, and as always, and don't forget to like my social media accounts and follow my Instagram, my Facebook page, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Stay safe. Bye-bye. Paalam sa inyong lahat, and please don't fall.
Bye!
どれだけ俺を惨めにさせたら気が済むんだ。タイプなんてものが生まれてこなければ